Well, time for a little update. This will probably be pretty quick. Um, as you can see, the car is now in the garage backwards um, as I got it out of the garage for the first time in 4.5 years and took it around the block. So it went around the block a couple times under its own power for the first time in about 4.5 years. So that was good, but still have a couple oddities that I need to figure out. Uh, just a couple things. The idle or the throttle is being ultra touchy. You barely touch it, like when you're putting it in gear, and you barely touch it and it's revving up to like 3,000 3,500 RPMs, which makes it kind of hard to ease the clutch out and put it into gear. And I'm also still getting used to the hydraulic clutch. I'm not sure if I gotta just break in the clutch or there's some air in the lines. I pumped the brake a bunch of times, or the clutch, to get the air out of the lines, but I'm not sure if there's maybe some still or a little bit of air left in there, and I just gotta be using the clutch under load to get the air out, because I barely let the clutch off the floor, and it's already, I can feel the car, like in the flat surface here, I can feel the car starting to roll forward, so it's wanting to engage, with it barely coming off the floor at all. And like the 91, I maybe raise it up a third, not quite half, but a little over a third before it starts to engage. So that's just kind of weird. I was talking to a friend of mine that has driven hydraulic clutch stuff, and he said that is a little bit more normal for hydraulic clutches. He goes, not quite as soon as that, but he goes, yeah, you barely let them off the floor just a little bit and they engage. He goes, that's kind of the main thing with a hydraulic clutch. So that's taking a little bit of getting used to. And like I said, I think it'll be a little bit easier once I get the throttle under control more. So like I said, you're not touching it and it's just like revving to the moon. The other thing is that, again, which I think is just because the transmission hasn't been used ever, is that it's just got to get out and driven, I think, to loosen up the transmission a little bit, because it's kind of hard to go into first gear a little bit, and it's especially hard to go into reverse. Reverse, you really got to kind of push on it a little bit to get it to go in, so hopefully those will loosen up once it gets a few miles on it and stuff like that. So they said most of it, the injector cut is mostly gone. It happens a couple times, but it seems to mostly be gone. So they said just kind of trying to figure out, there's still some weirdities with the tune that I don't really feel safe taking it very far yet, just because it's acting kind of weird. It still doesn't quite want to catch itself, coming off a high idle. Hopefully that's just some adjustments with the throttle body or some stuff like that, and we'll see. And I got to figure out the fact that when you start the car, it's popping and banging quite a bit because it's running super lean, and then it starts to kind of level off after a few minutes, and then starts to run good, and then goes to running a little rich. So something in there isn't quite right either, as far as like the cold startup type stuff, as it transitions from like the cold to like just the normal tune sides are still acting a little weird. But like I said, on the positive, it did make it around the garage, made it around the block, I should say, a couple times under its own power. So that's definitely an improvement. So that's about it. I told you I wanted to keep it short, but just kind of wanted to give a quick little update. I think I had that. I think I showed that last time. I got the hood struts on. Oh, I don't think I may have. I can't remember if I did that or not last time. But I did get the hood struts on. I think I mentioned last time. But as you can see, I also have the reverse draw vents in now, and they are set. So they are in, which will hopefully, once it's going, be able to pull air out of the engine compartment there and help keep it cool, and also keep it so the hood doesn't flex. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.